Hello and welcome to Tabletop Editing. My name is Jay, and today, following FFG revealing all of the Clone Wars stuff last night at the Gen Con in-flight report, well, today FFG have blessed us with an article that shows us literally all of the unit cards, the points, upgrades, and stuff like that for all of the stuff that was announced. So Dooku, well, not all of the stuff, but all of the Clone Wars stuff. So like Dooku, the tanks, the new core troopers, and that kind of stuff. Not absolutely everything, but like enough that it's like information overload. So yeah, do forgive me, but we'll go through it and I'll try my best to read it. You know how blind I am, so do forgive me. However, I have like zoomed in and read this, so we'll see how we go. But wow, there is some really interesting stuff here. So Dooku first. I mean, this is the article. If you want to go check it out on the website, and maybe you've got better eyes than I have. Dooku first. He's got cunning. He's 205 points. He's got 6 wounds, 3 courage, red defense dice. He surges on the attack, but not on the defense. He's got, I mentioned, he's got cunning, deflect. He's immune to pierce. He's got that mastery, basically that where he can reduce his pierce to make you not immune to pierce if you've got that. And he's master of the force too. And he is 5 red dice, impact 2, pierce 2 on his melee. That pierce 2 on the melee is important because he can reduce it to pierce 1 and then actually pierce through your immune to pierce. So that's interesting there. And he's got a ranged attack, which is actually not bad. He's got scatter and pierce 1, and with what is that, 5 black dice at range 2. Yeah, that's actually a pretty solid like attack. Not gonna lie. Yeah, pretty interesting. 6 wounds with just red defense dice without a surge isn't necessarily great, but I think he's interesting for sure. And the You Disappoint Me is 3 pip is that when Dooku issues an order, I think everybody gains, that unit gains 1 dodge token, and then when he performs an attack against somebody, or a ranged attack, you can then move that unit speed 2. So it's basically like a range 2 force push. Like, that is mind blowing to me. That card has some serious like tricky potential. I'm not gonna lie. But let's just crack on. There's more. We can't just dawdle on Dooku. Well, even though I want to. Yeah, Dooku is looking pretty sweet. And then obviously we've got my boy. I say my boy, I don't really know him too well. We've got Clone Captain Rex. I like the fact they call him Clone Captain Rex. Maybe we'll see a different Captain Rex, although I guess he will always be a clone. Basically, when Captain Rex, for his command card, is 3 pip. When he gives an order, he gets inspired 2. And when he activates, I think, what is that? He can recover. Right, fair enough. But he looks to be 90 points. He's got Gunslinger. Now, I was like, oh, Gunslinger with 3 red dice. He doesn't have any pierce, but whatevs. He does have red defense dice, 5 wounds, 2 courage. Obviously, he's a lot less points than Dooku. It's weird. This is one of the first times where we're seeing a little bit of asymmetricalness in the characters, I think. He's got Scout 1, which is important because he also has Scouting Power, which I spoke about in the rules upgrade. So Scouting Power will when he does his Scout, he'll be able to make 2 units do Scout 1. Because that's what Scout 1, he's Scout 1, which is pretty interesting. He's Sharpshooter 1, so he's going to negate 1 cover at least, and he's got Tactical 1, which I think, is that the one where you get an aim when you move? I think so. So his lack of pierce is possibly less relevant, but there you go. All in all, really, I mean, he's cool. I'm not gonna lie, he's going to work well with Obi-Wan. You can definitely throw that in there, no doubt about it. He's decent. Obviously, we'll need to see his command cards and stuff like that. He doesn't do as much supporting as I anticipate. He's not necessarily a support character, is he? He's got Gunslinger. He's actually more aggressive than that. But obviously, his command card has Inspire 2, so I'll have to wait and see. But I'm just whacking through these because there is more. There's quite a lot more. So the Phase 2 Clone Troopers, we'll move straight on to that. They are 60 points. They've got fire support. They are reliable 1, which means I think at the start of the activation phase, they get a dodge token. It's as simple as that. They have 2 courage. A core trooper unit with 2 courage. WTF? I mean, yeah, that's sickening in a sense, isn't it? It's weirdly strong. For sure, that's going to be very powerful. They've got red defense dice, black attack dice at range 1 to 3. They look like they've got a Z6. This weapon has critical 1, suppressive, and is cumbersome, but we don't know too much about it. The models are looking pretty fantastic. Guys with no heads and no helmets, and the mortar, yep, tasty. For 60 points, courage 2, yeah, all right. They are a pretty damn solid unit. They're pretty solid, and moving. I mean, we can look at the models, but as I said, there's just so much here. The B2 Battle Droids. They look. I mean, I think that's 40 points, but it could be 48, something like that. Although that's 16. So whatever does that make it? Oh, I'm too tired for this. Well, does that even work? I don't know. It must be 48, I think. My maths don't even work out here because I'm not 100% sure how he's 16 and that's 40. Whatever. That's too complicated for me right now. That is 4. That's a 4 in it. Doesn't make that maths doesn't make any sense, does it? If it was 48, it would have to be 12. So unless it's not 40, don't know. Maybe just adding in an extra dude costs more than an extra dude would cost. Maybe. I say dude, it's obviously a droid. And maybe I'm going crazy, I'm tired, I'm not 100% sure I understand that. Oh, wait 1 second. This unit by default comes with 3 in it. Damn, I thought I read this. I'm going crazy. Yes, you only get 3. So that actually means there's 3 special weapons. Does it? No, you get 3 and then you can take a normal dude and then 2 weapons and there's only 6 models. Boom, nailed it, guys. Ugh. What? Okay. That makes that interesting. So there's 3 of them by default, but they do have 2 wounds each. This is a core unit. It's blowing my mind, sorry. This is a core unit that has 2 wounds each, but you only get 3 of them, which technically is 6 wounds for 40 points, and then you can get another dude for 16 points. And even that, I'm not even sure the maths work out. It should be 32. That still should be 48. So I think that's probably 48. That would make sense. 3 times 16, I think it's 48. Yes, okay, right, I'm tired. Forget this. But range 1 to 2, 1 black, 1 white. Pretty interesting. They've got no surges. They've got white defense dice, but as I said, they've got 2 wounds, 2 courage. They're very interesting. And then on the attack, like on the upgrades, they look like they've got a range 1 to 2 with either 3 or 4 red dice. No special like impacts or anything like that. And then the other one just has everything. It's got blast, cycle. I'm not 100% sure what that is. And impact 2. Yeah. Well, I mean, these are like elite guys for a core unit, aren't they? But I guess they're trying to mitigate that by making you take less of them. So like the most you could take is 5. And that's with a special weapon. Okay. Pretty good. So I dawdled there by getting it wrong a few times. Do forgive me. I didn't check that before I started. I didn't check how many numbers were in it. But they're looking pretty damn sweet, obviously. They very much remind me of Cylons, for anybody who's familiar with Battlestar Galactica, which is probably why I might just buy 6 of them and run them because I'm in love with that show. And then we're on to some serious business. It's business time. And this is the TX-130 Saber class fighter tank. Yeah, well, this looks to be 170 points, and there's an absolute shed ton of like weapons and grenades and stuff like that. It does have Arsenal too, so you'll probably only want to take 1 extra weapon, but there'll be a choice. You got extra pilots and stuff like that. This pilot seems to give you Inspire 2, and you become a field commander, which I can't read all that, so just keep that in mind. But I think it's when you issue a command card from from an actual commander. You can the orders can come from this, and you can be the field commander. You can be the one giving out those orders, I think. But either way, look at this thing. It's got armor. It's a tank. It makes sense. It's got Arsenal 2. This hover ground basically means like when you strafe. It basically, if you don't move, you treat it like a ground vehicle. All right, because you're not necessarily you don't have a speeder, so you don't do your automatic moves. Outmaneuver is really interesting. It means you can use dodges to cancel crits. Wow. I mean, people are talking about the T-47 speeder, the land speeder? No, the speeder. But it does have weak point sides and rear, which is interesting. However, it does have 9 wounds with red defense dice, which is like what? 9 wounds with red defense dice? You've got to get through armor and then do 9 wounds. I think tanks are back on the menu, boys. Like, these vehicles are hot. Like, yeah, they are crazy. So, by the way, I said strafe before because they've got notches on the side, so you're going to be able to go sideways. Meep. Yeah, okay, wow. These things are so interesting. And the AAT, the AAT, is, I'd say the same. It's the same kind of, it's 9 damage, 9 health with red defense dice, which is, in my head, exploding my mind for like 170 points. I think these possibly quite strong. This one's got AI attack though, which obviously we know from the droids, which I didn't mention for the super droids, but I think they've got it. Did I not mention the other? What are these guys? These have got armor. I didn't even mention this. I literally just glossed over it. There's so much here. It's so much information. I'm getting overloaded. For these guys, they have armor 1, so they're going to naturally cancel a hit, which is fantastic. Well, maybe fantastic. If you've got impact, does impact work against? I don't think does impact work against them. Wow, this is blowing my mind. I honestly don't. Does impact work against armor full stop? Yeah, I think it does. That makes them like weirdly crazy. But yeah, they are so weird. They're just weird. Anyway, back to the tank, because this is just fantastic looking. This one's got a couple of interesting rules. It's got AI attack, as we mentioned. It's got armor, of course. Arsenal 2. All right, nice. Yeah. Except it also has barrage, which means basically if you don't use Arsenal, you can shoot again. So yeah, instead of combining 2 weapons into 1 attack, you could shoot the same unit twice if you wanted to, just to increase the suppression. Maybe I think up to 2 attack actions. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you could then attack and then do your Arsenal 2. Maybe you could do that. Who knows? So maybe I need to see the rules reference on that one, but definitely it's also got hover ground. It's only weak in the rear, this one. It does by default come with 2 weapons, so you don't necessarily have to take a weapon choice. It's got the range 2 to 4, which is 4 red dice, critical 2. Not sure what that says. They say low visibility or something. Impact 1. I'm not 100% sure what that is. That'll be an interesting rule. Yeah, 170 points. I think these guys are potentially quite strong. I think the tanks are looking pretty damn sweet. So all in all, I'm like, everything here is sort of like, oh yeah, we've seen this kind of stuff before. These are cool. But these guys just blow my mind a little bit. Like, you get a unit of 3. They're a core unit that have armor 1, that have 2 courage and 2 health, and 2 dice on their attack. And they're a unit of 3, but you can take 5 if you take an extra upgraded guy, and then a special weapon, and you would have what, 10 wounds in that unit, but you'd have armor 1. They're crazy. Those droids are crazy. Dooku and Rex, fantastic. You know, not gonna lie, pretty cool. I think Rex is potentially more interesting to me than Dooku, but I obviously need to see Dooku on the table with all his command cards and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm very tired, by the way. I was up late last night doing the Fantasy Flight in-flight report, so I've not slept since then or anything like that. So, well, I have slept since then, but I had a very bad sleep, and I'm quite tired. So, yeah, like, sorry if I'm rambling a little bit more, but there's just so much in this article. Like, it's what, several waves worth of stuff? At least 3 waves of stuff maybe there. Or 2 waves because of the characters. Either way, there is a lot of stuff there, and a lot of it is some stuff to be excited for, I think. If you like this video, then it's been a video. Don't like this one, but do subscribe if you're interested in Star Wars Legion. That's what I do here. That's what we're doing. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.